and welcome back. So it's Monday. It is time for another Reacts. So we're going to be looking once again at Mags, or Cheeky MZ. We had a react of hers a couple of weeks ago. I really like her channel. I really enjoy the Geoguessr content because it's just so relaxed. I don't know whether it's the Kiwi accent or just her, but she's very relaxed, very kind of melodic in how she sounds. So it's just really kind of calming when you're doing kind of uni work or you're doing any kind of other stuff, maybe doing work when you should be, rather than scouring through YouTube. It's probably the kind of thing that I should be doing. But anyway, when you actually just wanted to relax, really good person to watch. So I thought we'd come back at it, and I found a video geoguessing famous football cities. Not seen this one before, so I thought this would be a good one. I am a football fan. I won't say which football team unless, of course, it comes up. But I just thought, you know what, this is a cool one. I'm relatively good on football teams, so hopefully knowing some football teams, then some markers might help. I don't know if we're looking at the stadiums. If we're looking at the stadiums, that's really going to help, but we shall see. And yes, you'll see in the background, I am getting kind of ready for Christmas. And of course, I'll mention it again, this book here, if you fancy buying a present for a niece or nephew or something like that, yeah, the link's in the description. I'm just saying, I wrote it. I'd hope someone buys it. Anyway, enough of my yapping. Let's get into it and see how Mags does. Always gotta love the music from this.
Hi guys,
It's better produced than mine.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today
I've got to do shit like that, man. How do people feel about my editing? Because let's be honest, I don't really do much. I'm not someone that goes heavy editing and stuff like that. Should I get an editor? Because this is all done by me. All of my YouTube channels are done by me, which is potentially why I don't have 21,000 subscribers and Mags does. I don't know. But, you know, would people prefer me to do more like that? Or do they just like the more kind of laid back style that I have it at the moment? I know a lot of people do still have it like I do, where it's just a simple me in the corner reacting like that, or doing the Geoguessr or anything like that. There's a lot of people that still do that. Even Rainbow has it similar to that. There's very few kind of fun edits like you'd find here or on other people's channels. But let me know, you know, if it's something that maybe I should try out, then hey, I'm open to hiring an editor, or at least learning the skill myself a little bit more. But yeah, let me know what you think. It'd be interesting to get some feedback on that.
A football-based map, because those are always very fun. It is called Footballing Cities. So basically, I would have to guess the footballing city that is home to at least one famous football team.
Okay, so it's just a city that has football.
My 98 Japan home shirt, and I just want.
She's a big football fan. You see her in a lot of football shirts.
One of my favorite vintage football shirts, and I was so happy when I saw it. Of course, I had to buy it, and that's why I'm wearing it today. So I hope you guys like it.
I have
hoping that I get
the famous football top from my team.
Too bad. I have quite a few J League shirts as well, so that would be fun. Trying to challenge myself with that.
I don't actually know what team she supports though.
I hope you guys are excited for today's video. Let's get into it, and I hope you all enjoy watching.
Let's see if we can do anything. Course, play along.
Okay, people, let's get started.
The editing's so much better than mine, Jesus Christ.
1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, where are we?
So...
Eastern Europe, maybe? Oh, and I know where we are immediately. Actually, well, I don't know exactly where we are, but... Can anyone else see it with me? That would be this thing right here. This. Now, I did not used to be good with languages, and I'm still not great with languages. However, the one thing I do know is that kind of upside down C, the hook at the bottom, it's Turkey. There's kind of nowhere else that does it than Turkey. Not that I know of. And immediately now I've said that, someone's going to correct me, aren't they, in the comments? I mean, firstly, comment. I'm always happy to get comments. But yeah, yeah, that's the only place that does it, right? This is where I get fucking proven wrong. But I'm pretty sure we're in Turkey, which means probably Istanbul. Because I'm trying to think of... Because this is going to be football clubs that people know, right? I mean, and this is going to sound so bad. I cannot think of any Turkish football clubs outside of Istanbul. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like that could be Turkish.
Hey, yeah.
So,
Well, if it's Istanbul, then it's what? Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, and that's it, right? Is there any others? I don't know, but like, where else is there? I know I'm going to say where else is there a club in Turkey. There's plenty, but this is going to be one that's internationally recognised, right?
So, I guess we'd probably be in Istanbul.
Because it's got to be people that have got into international tournaments, and Fenerbahce and Galatasaray both have.
Don't really know too many other teams beside Fenerbahce and Galatasaray.
You and me both, Mags. You and me both. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength. I think it's probably because international teams, you tend to know more international teams from certain countries when they've done particularly well. And those are the two clubs that have done particularly well in Turkey. So I think it'd be weird if you didn't know as many clubs in where you live. So I can name a hell of a lot more clubs in the UK, obviously, because I'm in the UK. But yeah, I think on an international scale, you tend to just remember the clubs that have made it against probably the team you support.
So I'll probably just go with one of those. It looks so beautiful, guys. I actually have been to Istanbul, and it is one of my favorite cities in the world that I visited. It definitely looks.
Turkey is a beautiful country.
But what side is it on?
I was there last in Bodrum. Bodrum is a beautiful part of the world. That's the Turkish flag as well, right? Yeah, Bodrum. If you ever get a chance to go to Turkey, I would check out Bodrum.
Oh,
definitely.
As well. I guess that's another team.
Hello? Hi, this is Pepe. We are waiting you in Vodafone Park. Come to Besiktas.
I still don't know that team, even though she just said it. Not gonna lie. Someone tell me who the fuck they are.
I'm trying to get down here to see if I'm anywhere near the water.
Clearly Lewandowski was there, but I don't know.
Istanbul.
And Pepe.
Oh, it was on the European side. Hey,
It's just over the bridge. She was not far off there at all.
It was on the other
That is the
side
advantage of just kind of plopping into a city. You do tend to get quite close.
When I was there, I only stayed on the European side in Sultanahmet. But yeah.
But I would go to Bodrum before I'd go to Istanbul. Or Ankara or anything like
I
that.
don't know what the team there would be. I guess it counts as Istanbul, right? So I guess it could be any. Anyway, well, let's move on to round number 2.
There we got. Is that the Catalonia flag? That's the Is this a clue? Because we just had Turkey. Is the next one Spain? Because that's. Please, someone is about to correct me because this could be a divisive topic because it's Catalonia. But that's the Catalonian flag, right? If anyone knows better, please tell me. Okay. What you got
I'm
for
really
me?
getting my XP up at the moment, guys.
I need to play more offline.
Okay,
where are we?
What does this look like?
Boulogne. Okay, so we're in France. Pont de Cernay. Okay, so yeah. So it's gonna sound bad again, but I can think of one. Okay, I can think of more than one team from France, but the obvious one is PSG. PSG are kind of. I always think of them as the European equivalent to American teams. It seems to be where a lot of players go to die, as in go to retire, and that's unfair. PSG have done very well. But there are a lot of players that seem to go there or at least be offered contracts really at the end of their careers. But, I mean, I'd go with Paris and PSG. And Zigzag said about this as well. If you're not sure about something and you know the country, go for the capital. And I think that's a good idea here. Now, obviously, Istanbul is not the capital of Turkey before anyone comes at me. That's Ankara. But with France, the main team, really, the most internationally recognised would be PSG.
France?
Definitely France.
Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Mais poupou.
Yeah.
So Paris though. But I feel like it would be France, right? Because there are heaps of football teams in France.
See. Yes. I mean, it's obviously France. and yes, as I said, there are loads of teams in France. Obviously, Lyon are very well known as well, but PSG are the club. Let's be honest. It's a bit like England as well. If you ask people outside of England, what's the team in England? They're going to probably say Man United, even now, even though Man United is not doing well. So I think every country has like one or two clubs. They're probably going to say Liverpool as well for England. But so I don't know. I'll just say PSG. I'm going to go Paris.
I guess like if we go for Paris, it's like PSG.
Uno,
Okay.
dos, tres, a la Madrid!
I feel like it just does. It looks
I don't know why she puts extra music on. I just let the Geoguessr music play. Is that copyright? Well, it's not copyright, no, because it doesn't copyright me.
Bloody clues.
Bloody clues.
We're on the A3 motorway.
I'm not going to try and do a Kiwi accent. It's like Australian on speed.
I can't see any other number plates. Like, it's got to be...
Best Western in
France.
Paris just seems
It's
like an
got to be
insult.
France, but
I'm going to go with
where
Paris.
France
I mean, it's
would
probably...
be? I feel like it's
Maybe
not Paris,
right.
but I would have
Yeah.
no idea where else I should go. So I guess we're just gonna go Paris. I guess I'm kind of just going like capital cities. Yeah.
Again, you haven't just been going capital cities because Istanbul is not the capital of Turkey. But carry on.
Okay, it was Paris. Near Foundation Louis Vuitton. Near a big park. That's cool. Okay. I would like to go to Paris, guys. I know that flights are literally so cheap
Yep.
from the UK to Paris.
Very, very cheap.
So I would love to do that, but at the moment I'm just like scared to travel Europe. I'm scared to do it, but
Why? She lives in the UK now. So why would you be scared to travel? Like, I'd get it if you were still in New Zealand and going, I'm scared to travel Europe, because that's a big ass, you're going really far away. But Europe's safe as hell. Like, and Paris, I mean, what? I don't know. But she's a solo traveller. She's female as well, so obviously there are concerns. But I don't know. I have different opinions, obviously, because I travel a lot. As I've said, Travel Channel for a reason. I travel all over the place. Like, I'm going. By the time this comes out, I'm probably in Germany. So I'm all over the place. But that's the 12th country this year. So maybe I have a very different opinion on things like that. So, but yeah, I mean, flights to Paris and to most of Europe, it's one way, it's like £9, if that, sometimes less. If you look at the right place and you're traveling light, you can do some traveling. Trust me.
I will get there eventually. God, there's the Arc de Triomphe. I really want to go see that. That'd be very
It's
cool.
not that impressive.
Anyway,
It's really
6.5
not.
kilometers away. That was really, really good.
Marble Arch gives you the same
Let's
thing.
move on to round.
I know some French people out there about to shout at me, but
I wonder if I am going to get Japan. Seems like it might be quite European based, because like again,
it does
this is
look
obviously Europe.
European. But where?
Feels like Paris again.
That's not Paris. Tienda. Oh, it's Spain.
ES. Spain?
Yeah. I saw Tienda before I saw it. Yes. Jesus. But yeah, that's Spain. I mean, Barcelona would make sense. FC Barca. I mean, FC Barcelona are an obvious one. They're one of the biggest teams as well.
I reckon it could be.
But
Again, Spain. Oh my god, I just want to travel there so bad. Seems like everyone goes on their holidays here, there.
It is a
goes
problem.
to Spain because it's very cheap.
it is. It's not cheap though. Spain isn't particularly cheap, and actually the flights out there. If you go to Spain, you might as well just keep going. Go to Morocco. Honestly, Spain is full of expats from England who all seem to be incredibly racist, and I've never understood that. Every time I go to Spain, I'm so annoyed by the English people that now live there, who have now turned into leather. Don't go to Spain. Just not if you're English. Or if you are going to Spain, go to like Santiago in the north, or Pamplona if you want to like have that religious thing, or you want to do the bull run, because at least if you're running into tourists in Pamplona, they're going to be from all over the place. But yeah, don't go to the normal places in Spain, because you're just going to run into a crackling version of an English person.
I think it is Spain, like ES, Department de Salud, Ambulancia.
The music is so chilled as well. Jesus, I could never be this chilled out.
It's a little bit more expensive, especially like Mallorca or Malaga.
It is.
Right? That's where everyone seems to go.
By the way, Mags, stop moving your circle around. I can't just keep moving my circle. My circle, I've got a circle, I've got a rectangle. But, you know. Yeah, go for Barcelona. I think you're right with it. FC Barca, I mean, as well, is an obvious one.
Obviously, there's so many football teams in Spain.
There are loads.
But
I'm just going on what she said. That makes sense.
Otherwise, it'll be Madrid. But it shouldn't be too far away anyway. Barcelona's here. Please tell me. Oh, it is
Yeah,
Barcelona.
was Barcelona. Fair enough, fair play.
How on earth did I get that?
The editing, the amount of editing.
I don't know why.
I'm covering her face again, Mags, I'm sorry.
It was Barcelona, so it was only 10
And everyone else out there, because I'm well aware I'm not as nice to look at,
So,
but you know.
Let's move on to round 4. Oh, okay, we've got yellow number plates here.
Right, I'm gonna move
We're
here.
in the UK.
I'm now in the middle, okay?
Okay, we're in the UK.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
the
okay,
UK.
okay.
That is the UK.
Because where in the UK can we be?
It looks like London.
Like, is it going to be like London or it's definitely not Liverpool? I
What
feel
we
like
got?
it's London. What does this sign say? Euston. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
Camden. Camden. So, I mean, Arsenal, Chelsea, Millwall, Watford, Palace, Spurs. I mean, West Ham. There's a lot of them. By the way, I'm well aware that for part of this I've covered Mags' face. Other parts have been other places. This is the nightmare I have when I watch Rainbolt as well, because I keep myself static. Again, don't have a massive amount of editing. It's just me, myself, and I am not that good. So I don't move around. So I apologise for covering the face. But you know, we're paying attention to the Geoguessr anyway. But yeah, this is definitely London. Camden Town, 100% London. Camden Town is an old haunt of mine when I was a little bit younger. In fact, I was in Camden relatively recently. I was in Camden to do a creator community like Christmas do with YouTube. I was invited there. So that was a lot of fun. And if you are subscribed to my mental health podcast, you'll maybe see some bigger YouTubers who I got in contact with through seeing them there. Also, Tom Scott! I saw Tom Scott, but I didn't speak to him. He was at the fucking thing. He was at the event. He was at the event, and so many people did not know who Tom Scott was. Please tell me out there, anyone and everyone, please comment. If you don't comment anything else, do you know who Tom Scott is? Because there are people from YouTube who didn't know who Tom Scott was that was at the event. Tom Scott, like one of the OGs. Come on, people. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck started that. I went off on a rant. But anyway, London. Camden Town. That was it. London. Shitload of football teams. Shitload of good football teams as well. So yeah, we're in London.
London. I wonder if we could be in like Chelsea. I don't know how accurate it actually is.
Oh, now I'm covering your face again. What the feck?
Football team is based.
Okay, I'm going down. I'm going down to the bottom.
I'm sure we're in London.
There we go.
I just saw a prep before.
I'm having to move around for your videos, Mags. Not making it easy to react to here.
It is amazing.
Do go and follow Mags as well, by the way. Do go and follow her. Like I say, I think this is a really chilled out Geoguessr. Not same as me at all. I am not a chilled out person. You're some pancreas. Okay. I'm not a chilled out YouTuber at all. But very chilled, very kind of New Zealand-y, Kiwi.
In the UK, like the disparity of wealth. Look at this, and then look, there's a homeless person walking past. It is crazy.
Yeah.
And like wealth is not evenly distributed here at all.
Yeah, ask an American. Apparently, we're a socialist country. Fuck that works. No, we don't have great distribution. A lot of Europe doesn't. Let's be honest. A lot of richer countries don't.
Okay, let's go there. Ooh, okay.
The editing on these things, seriously.
When I went down for the retro
Damn.
fair, which is where I got this shirt from. If you haven't watched my vlog, go watch it. It's on my YouTube channel.
Do go and watch it. As I say, I think her stuff is just so chilled out. I really enjoy this. I think you should go and check it out.
Close, but I didn't walk through that. I didn't see that hotel or anything. It was just up here. Not bad, guys. Oh, okay. We got one more round left.
I love the excitement. I love the excitement as well. It's really chilled, but like just really excited. It's like, oh yeah, I'm doing well. I love it. I think it's just really a really nice. I feel like this is what happens when you have good editing on someone that's kind of newer and lower down. Because my editing is crap. I've said that. Please let me know if you'd like me to improve. But just someone that's just so excited still about the game. And, you know, I became quite cynical a while ago. Found newer things that are quite fun. But I was quite cynical for a while. And it's just really fun to see someone that's, you know, really relaxed watch. Also excited about the game as well. Loves playing it. And just, it's just really cool. Like, do go and check her out. Anyone that I've suggested in the past, there's a fair few I've suggested in the past. I may actually put a thing into the community to just kind of say, hey, look, go and check these people out. These are people that I watch. These are people that I like. Why don't you check them out? Because, yeah, well, I think we should all check out each other's channels. I think we should all big each other up. You know, I have the pleasure of having interacted with Geoguessr quite a lot, and him calling me out for, not calling me out. That sounds like a boxing match. No, him kind of saying, hey, you know, go and check out his channel when I accidentally nearly poisoned him. But it is good. I think we should all support each other in the community. So
it up, and I can get 24k plus. Okay, let's move on to round number 5.
Well, we've got the cheeky from the cheeky mags on one of those images.
Okay.
Cheeky MZ even. Where are we?
Ooh. This feels very like Eastern European.
It does, but that could be so many places. I need more. I need the language.
Any football teams in like Russia? What does this say?
Okay, yeah, no, we're in Russia. Because this isn't like the only other place would be something like Bulgaria and stuff. That's not. It's Russia. Okay, so Russia, presumably Moscow, because it's always Moscow. Well, 9 times out of 10 it's Moscow, so it's Spartak, right? It's got to be Spartak. If it's Moscow, then it's Spartak.
It could be. Maybe it could be Ukraine.
I don't think Ukraine looks like that quite.
Because we've got Dynamo Kiev. Right?
Dynamo Kiev is there, but that's not Kiev.
So I feel like
that looks more Russian than anything to me.
At this point in time, I actually don't have any Eastern European football shirts. That'd be quite cool to have in my collection.
I'm presuming it's Russia because I can't see. That doesn't look Bulgarian. Doesn't look like Ukraine to me. I'm trying to think of where else has Cyrillic language.
That's the idea. So I reckon we are in...
I think we're Russia.
It'll either be Ukraine or Russia, but I just don't really know any football teams in Russia. There's one in Moscow,
Spartak.
but I can't remember the name.
Spartak
so
Moscow.
I reckon... What's that all blocked out? Let me have a quick look at the sign. Okay.
Let's have a quick look at the sign that I can't understand.
Yeah, I can read whatever language this is. I'm gonna go.
That's what I do so many times. Boom, bitch! Okay, so Moscow would be Spartak. Spartak Moscow. They're like, again, they're the only team I can name from Russia. I can't think of any other team from Russia at all. But yeah, Spartak. Spartak are the ones!
Oh, it was Moscow. Ah, bugger.
So Kiwi.
No. Oh, I was so close to it all being 4,000 above.
The problem with being so close is that when it's Russia, you lose so many points. Even if you're relatively close.
My best guess was number 4, which was
London.
Yeah.
Unsurprising, you've moved to England, so.
Happy with that. So guys, I feel like my footballing knowledge is not too bad. It was a good game. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I think that was a fun one. I apologise that I moved around the screen a little bit. I tried not to obscure Mags's face. But yeah, so you'll see me moving around a little bit. I apologise. But again, another chilled out, quite fun. That the music made it a little bit more kind of jazzy almost. But yeah, I enjoy these. I think they're really good. Really good to have on in the background. But yeah, her football knowledge definitely helped her there. I think the Moscow, if I'm going from Russia, I'm always going Moscow. I don't think I've ever said anything other than Moscow for Russia. No, Kaliningrad. I've said Kaliningrad. Kaliningrad and Moscow are not the only places, but I can't think of a team in Kaliningrad. So I would have gone Russia there. It just didn't look Ukrainian or Bulgarian at all. So, but yeah, that was a pretty easy one. I think for football teams, that really helps. And that's a big thing with Geoguessr. If you have knowledge outside of the stuff you're looking at, and it can kind of come in every round, you're gonna whomp it through. I mean, it's just really easy. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. Do go and check Mags out. Obviously, the original footage link is in the description below, as well as a link directly just to her channel. Do go and check her out. Do go and subscribe if you enjoy, and I will see you again next time. Thanks, everyone.